What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? It is Phil Nagy on Sports joining you here. Happy Sunday night to all of you there. Appreciate you guys being on. Nagy on Sports, only place on YouTube you're going to find these simulated sporting events with live original commentary. We are working our way through the 2025 Ohio State season. They had a big scrimmage this weekend. Hopefully that went a long way in determining who will end up winning, of course, the quarterback competition that is all the rage in Ohio State's camp this year. We have been rolling with Julian Sayin. He's 5 points better rated in the game. I think ultimately he will be the one to win it, but just keeping it close to the vest. Certainly at this point, I think his arm talent is just superior to Lincoln's, and he can make all the throws. There's look at Ryan Day, sporting a little hoodie here today, perhaps. The UCLA Bruins are in town, and I love the tradition of the Bruins and USC both wearing their home jerseys, so I'm going to make them wear their home jerseys as well. So get that beautiful blue versus the scarlet here. Again, appreciate everybody being on. Thanks so much. Nico Iamaleava, the transfer from Tennessee, goes deep down the right side, looking to make a splash at the beginning of this one. Again, that's the big pickup for them, of course, in the portal. He'll dump it to his running back, Javian Thomas, on the left side. And Sonny Styles makes a tackle, and we've already got our first third down. Welcome in, Alex. Go Bucks, go Browns. Welcome in, Mike. That's right, baby. 19 days and counting till these Buckeyes kick it off for real. Fling it quickly to the right side. It makes a tackle in space. Davison Igbinosun, as he attempted to complete the pass. He did complete the pass, rather, to his tight end, Jake Renda. Renda, a transfer from Pitt, cannot get the first down. And here come the Buckeyes on offense. I don't know why, I just always really like that, the home and home look. Frankly, I'm not sure why people don't do it more. I think it's a really strong look, the two-fold colors facing each other, the blue and the scarlet. All right, sophomore quarterback Julian Sayin in the shotgun. He's back to pass on his first play of the game, and he'll be sacked up the middle. Oh, boy. Another Nico DeVier. And Sayin a little slow to get up. Another starting Nico for them. And again, Davier, 6'4", 255, a transfer from Arkansas. And he just came right on up the middle and really blew up Julian Sayin there. Sayin again, they're setting up screen. It's going to be complete to Peoples. 25 to the 30. Can he make a man miss? He'll get back to the, well, not even back to the original line of scrimmage. Didn't get a ton there. Sets up a third and long here for the Buckeyes. Quick throw to the right side. Jeremiah, he's got a lot of work to do, and he won't do it, and we're not quite in go-for-it range, so the Buckeyes will take their opening drive and punt as well. Yeah, baby. I'm excited for the real season of football as well, as this one will trickle through and out of the back of the end zone. As a teacher, that's my day job, if you didn't know that. I'm a music teacher here in the Central Ohio area, so the fall, you know, nobody loves going back to school, which I like my job a lot, so I don't mind it as much, but it is also nice to be able to have, it's nice to be able to have football to look forward to soften the blow of going back to work here in the fall. Here's the 2nd and 4 now. Styles bites on the play action. They'll dump it to Renda, the tight end, and Igbinosun puts another shot on him. It's 3rd and 2, and the Hells Bells begin here. Give it to Javian Thomas, and he'll get the outside first down, corner to the left side. Jermaine Matthews takes the takes the tackle, rather. Javian Thomas gets there. Thomas, the lead tailback, 5'11" junior, transfer from Cal. And this time he'll get a singular yard. Yeah, absolutely, Mike, and it is a heck of a way for them to open the season with that Texas game coming. Fling it to the right side, and nice tackle in space. Sanchez and Igbinosun, another 3rd and short coming up for Nico and company. Iamaleava has a superstar underneath him. He's back to pass now. Back to pass for him. He'll fling it right side to Thomas, his front running back, who's got the first down. Juke move, first down into Buckeye territory and to the 43-yard line for the junior tailback, Javian Thomas. And now the Buckeyes will get there. Edric Houston and C.J. Hicks Getting home in a big way for the Buckeye defense. Alex, you'll reckon, I mean, if you watched the game last year, they're bringing a couple of guys back. Anthony Hill is maybe the best linebacker in the country. He's their middle linebacker. Michael Taff is one of their safeties. Taff is like T-A-A-F-F-E or something like that, so it's kind of a funny spelling of his name. Malik Muhammad, they have a very talented corner coming back. And then on offense, Ryan Wingo, you'll remember that name. You'll remember C.J. Baxter, Quinn Trevion Weisner. So there's a couple guys from last year's teams that you may recognize. But they did lose a lot. So did the Buckeyes, though. Another first down and a decent drive here. Fling it left side. He's got a man in motion. He'll give it to him. And just a very quick little swing pass. Himalaya ends up on the ground. He'll pick up 4. Hey, Jim, welcome in. Nico flicking across the middle, caught by his tight end Renda, and it's another 3rd and short. They've had at least 3 3rd and 2s on this drive alone. Let's see if the Buckeyes can force them off of the field now. Turn around. Running back is not Thomas. It's the backup, and I don't think he'll get there. He won't. He'll be stuck right at the line. That's the second tailback, Jalen Berger, a transfer from Michigan State. I remember him from Michigan State. Jalen Berger, a lot of transfers on this team. Their kick is up, and their kick is good. First points of the day belong to UCLA. That's Mateen Bagani, also a transfer from Cal, to pop that one through the uprights. 3-0 Bruins here to start the sim. Appreciate you guys being on with me. Again, my name is Phil Nagy. Nagy on Sports is the channel. Over 1,144 subscribers strong. Really appreciate all of my subscribers. You guys truly are the best. Thanks for making this fun for me to keep doing year after year now, as we're in the 5th year of existence already. Our Brown season is the 15th sim season we've done, because we average about 3 per season. Quick little RPO left side, caught by Mylan Graham to the 15, to the 20, and he'll be spun around and makes it a 3rd and 2. Can the Buckeyes effort their first down of the day? Hi, Wendell, welcome in. In a little ace formation, under center, Julian Sand, turn around, give it to Peoples. He tries to find the middle, and he won't get it. Wow. Thought the hole was there, and then it just very quickly evaporated into blue and gold. And McGuire will have to punt it away, and so far UCLA, their 6-3 record here in the Horseshoe, playing a good first quarter of football here at Nagy on Sports. Back to pass now for Nico Iamaleava. Pressure coming, and Kenyatta Jackson gets home. Good sack of the day for the Silver Bullets, and Jackson's had such a special sim season. Very excited to see what he can do in his first year of real full-time action. Also his last year of real full-time action for the senior defensive end, Kenyatta Jackson. Apparently Kenyatta Jackson Jr. I didn't realize he was a junior. Miami, I believe, is 8-0, and they've had, or 9-0, or 10-0, I don't know, whatever. They've played one more game than we have, so we went down to number 3 the bye week before Penn State. Nico fired over the middle, and on a 3rd and very long, they will not get very long, and we'll have to punt it back to the Buckeyes here with the waning seconds of the first quarter. It is Miami. Carson Beck, the transfer from Georgia, is Miami's quarterback, so they go from Cam Ward to Carson Beck there in trying to become the second coming of Oregon, right? Quarterback finishing school. Come here for 1 year and get ready to go. No, not the Harvard of the Hawking Gym. Hi, Karen. Welcome in. Good to have you on. Happy Sunday night to everyone. Hope you're doing well again here at Nagy on Sports. Hit that thumbs up button. Our college football videos don't get quite as many likes or views as our pro ones right now, so keep spreading the word with that thumbs up button. All right, 3-0 now. Motion coming from James Peoples. Saying back to pass, and he'll be sacked again. Right up the middle. What is Hinsman doing? Blocking nobody. Nico DeVille getting in there a second time as Carson Hinsman, the center for Ohio State, just kind of laid him right into the backfield. Watch how quickly he is back there as he beats Hinsman. Actually, I lied. Hinsman was helping out on the other defensive tackle, and DeVille gets in there. 2nd and 16. Yeah, I saw it. It looked like it would have been good from like 72 even, maybe. He drilled it. Dropped 3rd and 16. Here we go for the Buckeyes. They're going to spread it out 5 wide. Looking a little sloppy here. A little sluggish to start. Feels like it happens from time to time for the real Buckeyes. And Sayin will be hit as he throws. He'll complete it to Smith to the 30. And pushed out of bounds at the 34. Still 4th and 7, and they're going to have to punt it away, are the Buckeyes. I don't know. They just look a little sloppy, a little slow right now, Jim. Well, maybe a little coach mode next drive. See if we can call some better plays to get them in rhythm. But Nico Iamaleava, redshirt sophomore, again the transfer from Tennessee, got his $8 million to go to Tennessee. Played there 2 seasons, and now he is, of course, here, and he'll be sacked again. Edric Houston, which is why, again, Ohio State, for better or for worse, again, there are definitely people who would want them to do this. They do not give high school seniors giant bags of cash to come there. They will reserve the giant bags of cash until you are at Ohio State and have proven that you are a star. So yeah, Jeremiah Smith making like $4 million this year in NIL, but they didn't just give him a blank check to come to Ohio State. And frankly, if I'm a coach, I'm probably a little bit leery of the kid who just wants the biggest bag. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's my old school miss talking. All right, Nico Iamaleava, 3rd and 13 across the middle. He's got a receiver. It's going to be caught, but he is going to be short of that line to gain. That's tight end Jack Pedersen. And Pedersen will not get the first down. 4th and 5 and another punt upcoming, and we'll do some coach mode here for the Buckeyes. Actually, I didn't even realize how you wrote that, Alex, but that's pretty funny. All right, Sayin in the backfield now. Fired over the middle, caught by Max Clear. First down for the Buckeyes. A little situational coach mode here, trying to get something going. Get Julian Sayin in rhythm if at all possible. Peoples will try the middle, and there's just a lot of going on there. Taken down that time by a linebacker who's not on the roster or has at least changed his number. Who knows? I know what you meant. Yeah, we do, Jim. Or at least a toucher of women and without their consent in inappropriate ways, apparently. Sorry, that's the wrong term. Not consent. You know what I mean. 3rd and 8 here. Come on, Bucks. Come on, baby. Sayin will throw left, clear. Brooks a tackle. Oh, he's almost going to be there. We got to go. We got to go to try to get him a little love here. What are these play calls they're giving me to choose from? I don't love any of them. Turbo Rogers, the true freshman, into the game, and he's got a first down. Out of a pistol? Oh, yes. We definitely do have one, correct, in the same situation as Justin Tucker. He is technically on the team for now. I've kind of already written him off. Although he's sitting right next to Dylan Gabriel, so every time they kept showing him on the broadcast, he's sitting there. And I'm like, oh, that's right. I forgot he's still technically on the roster. For 2 more years, by the way, in case you were playing along at home. Julian Sayin with a nice completion that time, a little RPO. There's a little option keeper now, Sayin up the middle. 2nd and inches, will get a first down all the way inside the 15. Sayin showing some wheels, and he'll bowl a strike. He'll bowl a strike there, and shows it off a little bit. 1st and 10 now at the 12-yard line for the Buckeyes. Quick little float left side, and it hits the back of the receiver as they tried to run screen. Well, Alex, I think I know where you're going with this, but when you say he doesn't deserve it, what do you mean it? Having to sit next to Deshaun Watson, or having to miss valuable reps because of an ill-timed injury? What do you mean by it? Sayin, fling it right side. Caught by Claire, nice block! Oh, we still got to go for it. 4th and 1. We're going, baby. Oh, And UCLA is going to call timeout to change their personnel. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. Buckeyes are going to go for it here. Oh, you just mean being on the same roster as Watson. Yeah, per left side, touchdown! Brandon Innes on the other end. A little situational coach mode. Works wonders that time to kind of snap them out of the monotony of whatever play calls were being called for them that were not great ones. Yep, anyway, back to the Buckeyes. You're right. I mean, I wonder what it would be, what it's like to be a teammate with a guy like that. I mean, by all accounts, at least unless they're just all lying, like Miles and stuff in his interview, like he seemed like he was decently liked in the locker room, and you know, maybe he explained his side of the story, or they just kind of agreed that, like, whatever, we're going to love you because you're our teammate, but doesn't mean we have to appreciate the things you do in your extracurricular. Like, I don't know how you're able to kind of separate the player from the stuff that he does off the field. We do it as fans, I mean, to be honest, right? We root for, you know, people who maybe haven't done the best things because they wear the jersey that we like. I listen to music from musicians who have done horrible things, and I feel like I'm able to separate the fact that they make good music from, you know, who they are. Doesn't mean that I want to be like Michael Jackson in his personal life, but I can appreciate his music. So anyway, you say he took him? Hell, he did take him to Jamaica. That helps. Wendell, I did. I appreciate it. I was not able to be on the chat. I was out on a date with my wife as we're going to get an incomplete pass on second down from Iamaleava. So I got home and I watched it on DVR and was kind of fast-forwarding through all the commercials. So I thought he looked good. I thought he looked poised. I thought he ran the offense well. I was pleasantly surprised, as I said in the Discord tonight, that just I think the return to the Stefanski offense, our offense just looked so much more like a professional football offense. And, he made some really, really crazy throws and some nice reads and, you know, kind of ran around for his life a little bit. I think I'm trying to stay more measured. Yeah, responsibly is a good word for it, Jim. Iamaleava going to take off and he'll dive forward for a gain of 4. So yeah, I'm going to try to stay measured about it. You know, we've fallen in love with DTR. We fell in love with Brady Quinn. We fell in love with, you know, quarterback after quarterback who had incredible plays in the preseason, and we're going to get an interception. Sonny Styles, and he'll be tackled at the 40. First down, Buckeyes, as Iamaleava throws an interception to Sonny Styles. On Freaks list, Pete Thamel or Pete Frisker or Pete, whatever, whichever guy does the Freaks list, Sonny Styles is on there, which is good because he is an athletic freak, and we're happy to have him on our football team. He's going to just sit in that zone beautifully and pick that football off. So now there's some national talk about it. There's even some local talk about it. Like I said, I heard snippets of a Gerard Cherry interview. Like, he is the Browns sideline reporter, and he was on ESPN Cleveland on the morning show the next day, like saying, like using the term MVP, like caliber player. I was like, let's just pump the brakes a little bit here. I think we can be excited, yes, but let's also just slow our roll a little bit before we crown him. So anyway, hey, Applied, welcome in. Do I think that and we're going to get sacked again, is, man, Luke Montgomery, what are you blocking right now? Just straight into the backfield that time for Cole Cogshell, the defensive lineman, 6'2", 245-pound true freshman Cogshell is. Yeah, some people are being MVP of the Browns preseason. Is that what he said? Is that what... Because I only heard the term MVP. Is that what he actually said? Because that would make much, much more sense if Gerard Cherry said that he's the MVP of the preseason. So I think he's earned a chance to play in some more games. I think he will. We're going to get a slant for a first down. That takes Iamaleava over 100 yards, and they're going to go hurry up. So we're already under 2 minutes. So, but anyway, we don't have to talk much more about the Browns, but I'm excited. We'll see what he does with Philly. Again, I wanted to see him start football games this season regardless. Like, you have to know what you have going into 26. But if he could be a player and live up to that second overall pick, which many of real pundits and scouts had his skill set as number 2 overall, then you can really get some nice talent in the top 10 next year. One of them sits here and plays defense for the Ohio State Buckeyes, and that would be Caleb Downs. Would give you a superstar safety pairing with Grant Delpit. Iamaleava over the middle, caught first down. Reese got beat. Arvell Reese that time beat by the receiver, Mikey Matthews, another transfer from Cal. And now they're going to call their second timeout, under a minute to go. Back to pass, left side, dump it off short, caught by the, I believe that's the slot receiver, Rico Flores. It doesn't look like he's really on the roster. Oh, he is. He just has a different number. He's a transfer from Notre Dame. He is their slot receiver. Man, just about all their guys transfers here. Deshaun Foster, remember him? He's their coach. Everybody blitz. They'll split it wide to Thomas, and what a play by Caleb Downs and Davis and Igvenosin to get over there and save a touchdown. I felt like all the scarlet jerseys were coming up the middle. Iamaleava, he'll roll right to the 10, to the 5, and he'll throw it away. Was that an illegal pass? Sure felt like he was across the line. He must have been right at the line. Now 3rd and goal for the Bruins. 12 seconds left. They have one timeout here at the end of the first half. And I think he will get some, Jim. He'll have to at some point. Short of the line, and they're going to have to call their final timeout. Tackled at the 1 yard line. And UCLA is going to have to settle for a 4 seconds left in the half chip shot field goal from Bagani, their kicker. And he missed it. He was too close. He pushed it right. Oh my. The Buckeyes, how did they get the ball at the 20? What happened? What's happening here? How do we get the ball at the 20 if they miss a field goal from the 2? I don't get that. Anyway, Sand's going to kneel anyway. We get to halftime, 7-3. He did miss. He kicked it right. I'm not sure what's happening there. That was a weird little glitch. But regardless, we've made it to halftime. Buckeyes, one good drive, 7-3. Nico Iamaleava has thrown an interception. Casilla does have 166 passing yards in this one. All right, let's kick off the second half, guys. Appreciate you being on with me again. My name is... It does? When they miss a close field goal, it automatically moves to the 20, Jim? Is that an actual thing? If inside the 20, that's it. Are you serious? I had no idea. Here's an option keeper for Sayin, and he'll pick up a first down to the right side. Why are they calling timeout? That's not the right graphic. The game is confused. Oh, well, maybe. Maybe it is. RPO left side, caught by Tate, 40. 45, Carnell Tate to the 50. And Tate will be flung out of bounds. You could get yourself Carnell Tate. You could go all Buckeyes next year. You could go Caleb Downs, Carnell Tate. Going to be some good offensive linemen. There's a kid from Alabama who is a mauler. Caden Proctor is his name. Big left tackle. You could get yourself one of those to pair with DeJuan Jones for the next decade. There are more pass rushers, but I think McGuire and Wright are going to show us that we're fine there. Right side throw down the seam. He'll be go. I thought he was going to go. Nice tackle, actually, to save a touchdown. I thought Brandon Innes was gone, but Cole Martin, redshirt sophomore transfer from Arizona State, able to save the touchdown, but the Buckeyes are driving. Peoples will try to go wide. We know running wide is a difficult thing to do in this game, and he'll lose 4 in the process. Oh, interesting. Well, there you go. Shows you what I know. I did not know that. Sayin, fling it quickly to the left side. Caught by Jeremiah. He'll spin his way down towards the first down marker, give him 12. Pretty quiet day. I think that maybe there's just 1 or 2 catches now for him. Need to get him the football more often. Look at 2 Peoples after you fake the handoff. He's got the first down, but not the touchdown. There were 6 blue jerseys between him and the end zone. He only beat 2 of them before going down. Sayin now in a shotgun on 1st and goal from the 3. Peoples, he'll try to go wide to the left, and this time he'll walk right into the end zone. Touchdown, James Peoples. The rare time that a wide run works. And Peoples to the house. And the Buckeyes will double up their touchdowns here on their opening drive of half number 2. Again, appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy. Nagy on Sports is the channel. Not even a Bruin in that picture. Nice run there. Good blocking for the Buckeyes. Good blocking for the receivers. That's one thing Brian Hartline preaches to his guys. They always block. They block very well. 14-3. Here at Nagy on Sports. going to start from about the 21-yard line. Again, sophomore quarterback transfer from Tennessee, Nico Iamaleava. Yeah, I was hoping for one there too, Jim. Right into the waiting arms of Edric Houston. Iamaleava's younger brother, his first name is Madden, as in football game. Madden Iamaleava is the backup quarterback. Or at least he's on the roster. He's a freshman, true freshman. I think their family's from the LA area, which is why people were a little worried or interested to know that he left to go to Tennessee, as he'll just keep it himself. Iamaleava, he was a huge five-star kid coming out of high school, and again, Tennessee gave him $8 million to go there before he'd ever played a snap, and he was fine last year, but I didn't think he was great, and clearly something happened, and he's gone. And then it's funny because the quarterback from UCLA went to Tennessee. They just kind of flip-flopped spots, which is kind of interesting here. This new era of college football. It is weird, as Javian Thomas will try to go wide, and Sonny Styles just says, "Nuh-uh, you ain't going this way." Uh-oh, we're going to get our weird offsides thing again. Oh no, this is what led to the touchdown that one time. Oh, wide open, it could lead to a touchdown again. They'll tackle him at the 20. Why does this keep happening? Igbinosin just lines up offsides. That happened in the last game, the Purdue game that happened. And they're going to decline the penalty and take the huge gain. Oh boy, that happened again. I don't know why that keeps happening. Iamaleava to the right. Tackle, nope, hold on. Sonny Styles drilling the tight end. That's twice now in the last two games that weird glitch has happened, where they just line up onside once. Iamaleava left side throw caught by the tight end. And now an injury to Kenyatta Jackson, who's had such a great season for us. Let's hope that it is nothing serious. Up to the line again. 3rd and 10 for Nico Iamaleava. Maybe they just yeah, but there's a difference between going offside. Whoa, wide open over the middle. And that's a touchdown for the Bruins. Rico Flores Jr., if it's the right number. It is Rico Flores Jr. I called the wrong number earlier. Rico Flores over the middle. Again, the transfer from Notre Dame, and he was wide open there. You can see freshman Devin Sanchez, who is getting rave reviews from camp, but he missed that one, and so they're going to go for two here. Left side, and it's caught. So they're going to go to 11. So 14-11 here. Buckeyes lead, 7:45 to go, third quarter. Again, my name is Phil Nagy. Channel is Nagy on Sports. The only place you're going to find simulated sporting events with the live original commentary. We're just now starting our sim that mirrors the real season for our Browns. We just did the first preseason game a couple nights ago. We'll do that same thing once we get to the real Buckeye season as well. And hit as he throws, incomplete that time for Julian Sand. Also, Guardians messing around. Hap came out of the playoffs right now. We may do a hunt for October for the Guardians in terms of sims as well, as people's know where to go. And now a 3rd and long yet again. I just don't like those wide runs. That's why when I coach mode, I do not call them. 3rd and 13. Saying in a shotgun now. Back to pass. Blitz coming. They pick it up. Nope, they don't. Second blitzer came through and got him. And that's the cornerback Robert Stafford III, a transfer from Miami, not Oxford, Miami. Robert Stafford. And the Buckeyes are going to punt again. And once again, kind of a a little bit sloppy, not a huge attention to detail, lining up off sides, whatever. And you're letting an inferior opponent hang around. Again, I get it. The competitive stamina that is required to play at your highest level when you are the better team essentially every week is so difficult. And that's why I think Ryan Day does a pretty darn good job as Kenyatta Jackson shaken up a second time. But it's so hard to get your guys up when UCLA comes out here. This is their Super Bowl. You know what I mean? This is the biggest game on their schedule. But for us, it's like, oh, it's just another mid Big Ten team, and they're hanging around. And they're getting a puncher's chance right now. Nico Iamaleava has another set of downs. And he'll give it to Javion. Nope, option keeper. He'll give it to the 35, and that's right where he'll go down. Give him a gain of 4 on the play. Cats and dogs living together, Jim. That's what's happening. Mass hysteria. Fired over the right side. That's the tight end, and he's got it. Benda. Now over 250 yards for Nico. Back to pass. Blitz coming, but they're setting up a screen right side to Thomas, and he's just absolutely going to be eaten up by about 4 scarlet jerseys on that right side. They'll lose 4 yards. No, the schedule's right, Wendell. They come to us this year. This isn't like the future years where it's a guess. This is the actual schedule and location and the correct week. So whatever this is, November 15th or whatever, week 12. That's when they're coming. Over the middle, not a great spot. They're going to go for it, though, instead of tying it with a field goal. Here we go. Yamalieva in a shotgun. He's got Javion Thomas. He's going to throw for it. Right side throw, very short throw, and a very good catch by Rico Flores Jr., the transfer again from Notre Dame. And now a 1st and goal for the Bruins, looking to try to punch it in and take the lead here. Motion coming from the tight end, Benda. And give it, nope, option keeper, but C.J. Hicks is literally sitting right next to him. Just bear hugging him immediately after the snap on that one. They'll lose several. 2nd and goal. Thomas, nope, option keeper. Again, Styles is with them. That's Lorenzo Styles Jr., Sonny's older brother, who transferred also from Notre Dame. Here we go, 3rd and goal from the 1. Here's a shotgun. I feel QB run again. Nope, just wide open over the middle. Javion Thomas, and a touchdown for the Bruins. And they're going to take the lead. First lead that they've had since it was 3-0. Man, 18 is just not a number we see a lot in the game, is it? But the Buckeyes go down here with 57 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And the Bruins going to go ahead and do some push-ups. And we're up to coach mode again here to just try to get some we'll flip fields again. Just to try to get some left side throw by People. Man, Peoples got decked. That would have not been the read that I would have taken, but he did take it. Just to try to get them out of the wide running play calls here. Again, when I run coach mode, like that play, all I did is snap it. I would not have made him lose a yard, at least not on purpose. 3rd down here. I just call the plays and snap it. That's not what Nagy on Sports is. A place to watch. A place to watch. Whew, he barely got it. A place to watch people play video games. He's got 10 carries for 9 yards because of all those silly wide runs where he was losing a bunch of yards. There we go. There's your rankings. Number 1, Miami. Number 2, Ohio State. USC, number 3. Oh, my. Maybe Lincoln Riley finally getting it going out there. That would be an right now it would be an Ohio State USC Big Ten championship. Welcome in, Mason. Yep. Mason loves to root against the Buckeyes. It's fine. Don't. Jeremiah Smith for 3. A little bit more than 3 here, boys. Come on. 13:28 to go, 4th quarter. Motion out from James Peoples. Fired over the middle of Max Clare, the tight end. He's got a 1st down. A little no huddle just to try to keep them on their back feet a little bit. Play action, Sand. Fling it across the middle. Tate, 1st down again. Good rhythm for the Buckeyes right now. One of those double tight end formations. I wonder if they're actually going to play a lot of sweet little juke move up the middle for Peoples. He'll pick up 4 if they're actually going to run that formation a lot with Brian Hartline. And frankly, I don't think we're going to know until it happens. Fling it across the middle, and it's knocked away by one of the big defensive linemen. And it sets up a 3rd and 6 for the Buckeyes. Saying in a shotgun. Waiting. And he'll flow it to Jeremiah, who got the first down. Oh, what a terrible spot. They're going to say he didn't get it. Oh, my. He came back to the football and apparently didn't get it. What a bad spot. Now, Peoples, and he won't get it. Oh, a turnover on downs. Oh, boy. Donovan Palat, the safety, got in there, blitzing off the edge. And maybe I should have thrown it. I did go for it, Alex. Just didn't think that they wouldn't be able to execute the blocking. And now, defense has got to make a play. They're going to blitz him right side. Throw! Caught right at the sticks. Igbinosa makes the tackle on that receiver. That's Titus Boikia Atamalala. Transfer from UCF. We'll just call him Titus. Thomas, whoa! Blown up in the backfield. Sonny Styles literally almost took the handoff from Iamaleava. 2nd and 14. Low snap, play action. Oh, actually, it looks like he did hand it off to Thomas, and now it's a 3rd and 14. A really big 3rd down for the Buckeyes. Just 10 minutes to go in the game. They trail by 4. Redshirt sophomore quarterback Nico Iamaleava. Back to pass now. He'll fling it over the middle. Caught short. Downs. Oh, they saved them. Whoa, did he fight for it? He didn't. Oh, man, I thought he was going to fight for that first down. It was a good run after catch. Xavier Staples, the receiver, and the Buckeyes will get the ball back at their own 20, and they're going to have to do it on their own. Oh, the stream is a little bit behind. I'm sorry. Does your button say live? Here comes Peoples, and he'll spin for a yard. Come on here, under 9 to go. We need a little urgency on offense. Somehow it's Madden's fault. Hey, we've got one sim with the new Madden. It looks pretty good. Fired over the middle to a wide open Max Clare. That was a dart from Sayin, and a first down, Buckeyes. Going for 2 after that touchdown by Deshaun Foster. Interesting choice because now the Buckeyes have to score a touchdown. Field goal does them nothing. It's almost picked. Whoo, in the general direction of Jeremiah. Now 2nd and 10. Sayin. Good time. Now he'll take off. 35 to the 40, to the 45 to the 50, and he'll slide. What a big gainer that time from Sayin. Apparently everybody was covered downfield. Fling it and knocked again by a big defensive lineman. 2nd and 10. Oh, I see. I gotcha. Quick throw over the middle into traffic. A lot of bodies there. And now right guard Tegra Chabola a little bit nicked up, and he's pinning Brandon Innes to the ground. Won't let him off the ground. We'll see what number gets put in there. It's the freshman Javen McFadden, I believe, into the game. Now blitz coming. Sayin, he'll feel it. Fired over the middle. Caught. First down. Jeremiah Smith to the 24. Quick throw right side on an RPO. A few yards gained there for Carnell Tate. 6.5. Clock running. They are taking their sweet time on this drive, aren't they? 4 wide on the pattern. Pointing in the direction of Carnell Tate. Now he'll take the snap. Blitz again. Fired left side. Caught. Touchdown! You asked for it, Wendell. You got it. Mr. Smith goes to Washington, or in this particular case, to the end zone, and the Buckeyes retake the lead. 10-4 for 6. That was a beautiful play, beautiful route, and just nothing that you can do when you're the defender. Jeremiah Smith with a huge one. Smith is a cheat code. That play didn't require much of a cheat code, but he is crazy good. I don't know if there's any possible way the Buckeyes that the Browns would be high enough to draft him in 27, but man alive. I'd pay a lot of money to have that man on my football team. All right, now down 3 again. Nico, does he have a game-winning drive in him? He'll dump it short, and the tight end will actually drop it, so it actually stops the clock, which is the preferred one. 21-18 now. Quick little RPO to the right side. Got a couple of blockers. Sweet little juke move from Titus. Yeah, that's 300 yards passing now for Iamalieva today here. And Iamalieva, oh, he didn't get it. Bad spot. They're going to punt. He did a QB sneak and he just kind of flopped on the ground, or it didn't look like he needed to, and they'll give it the ball back to the Buckeyes, and they've got a chance to salt this one away yet again. Holy moly, that was a weird looking QB draw or QB sneak. Saying, play action to Peoples. Fling it right side, it's picked off, he'll give it right back. It's picked off by the Bruins. And it turns into an arm punt from the Bruins. They're going to gain field position. Linebacker Jalen Woods from that powerhouse St. John Bosco High School, the redshirt junior. And the Buckeye fans can't believe it. Sayin, who's been very good with the football so far this year, makes a critical mistake here. And there were several Bruins that could have picked that one. I agree, Mason. Why throw indeed? Now you're going to give the Bruins a shot here. Down 3, 4:38 to go. Fling it left side, caught by the tight end for a short gain. That's Pedersen. Pedersen and Bender, both their tight ends, have been pretty busy in this one. Back to pass again. Blitz coming, but it's a screen. Left side to Javian Thomas, the running back. He's got a first down, and it'll be shoved out of bounds by Arvell Reese. At the 26-yard line, that stops the clock. Here come the Bruins now at the 25-yard line. Blitz coming again. Nope, another screen. This time they're there for a nice pursuit. My, oh my, that's Edric. That's a defensive tackle, Edric Houston. So fast to get out there and take down the ball carrier. Fling it over the middle. Caught for a short, nope, dropped. It's caught for a short gain, but it is dropped. 3rd and 17. Here we go. Back to pass. Iamalieva got good time in the pocket. He'll fling it late, and it's knocked away by the freshman, Devin Sanchez. And so now Bagani, who missed literally a field goal from the 1-yard line, will push this one back to 50 to tie it up with 3:47. Bagani's kick is good, and UCLA ties it at 21. So now Julian Sayin, a position that he is not overly used to being in this season, with a potential chance of a game-winning drive. And an opportunity to atone for the sins of the interception that has led to this tie. They're going to start it from the 25. Here we go. Appreciate you being on. Yeah, good game indeed. I always like them to be entertaining. Sometimes 70-0 is entertaining. Right now, this one's entertaining. Little RPO left side. Smith, 30, 35. Jeremiah shoving tacklers off of him for a first down. Byron Threats over there to make the tackle. 3 minutes and counting for the Buckeyes in a tie football game. Peoples up the middle. Picks up 3. That was the run we needed on first down of the previous drive. Then he'd still be up. Peoples will try to go wide, and he runs out of bounds. Why run out? You cannot run out of bounds there. Ugh, frustration. 2:32 on the clock. It's a big 3rd and 5. They're going to option keeper to the right side, and he's got tons of room. Oh, my, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Option keeper on a 3rd and 5, and Sayin delivers. 2 minutes to go. Here we go. Buckle up, sports fans, here at Nagy on Sports. Sayin out of a pistol. 4 wide receivers. Play action. He's got good time. He'll chuck it deep in the direction of a wide open receiver, and it's touchdown, Buckeyes! Oh my, breathing in his gut behind everybody. He was wide open, and Sayin put everything he had into it. Oh my, what a throw from Julian Sayin. That was 53 yards plus another 7, we'll call it 60 yards in the air. A dot. What a play. Brandon Innes and the Buckeyes take the lead with a $1:53 to go. Black Ross woke him in. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness indeed. Oh boy, 28-21. There's still plenty of time with 3 timeouts remaining, except the kick returner cannot return that one. They're going to start at the 9 instead of the 25. Oh, brother. And they're going to get a big sack from Houston down to the 2-yard line. Oh, man, that was crazy. Crazy. 3 sacks today for Edric Houston. Kid's been a monster. It may have been Wendell. Could have been. Here's a 2nd and 17 from his own 2. Umalieva got to be careful in the end zone. He'll fling it right side, and it's dropped. Igbinosin with good coverage. 3rd and 17. Umalieva. Pressure, and he'll be sacked. There's the safety in the end zone. Caden McDonald, the big man, gets back there. And Ohio State will survive and move to 10-0 now. Just 2 games remaining in the regular schedule. Looks like Bo Atkinson got in there too, but Caden McDonald was definitely the one who made the penetration first. Okay, yeah, Wario's is great. And they do still have 3 timeouts technically, so the Buckeyes are going to run an offensive play. They could just kneel. Give it to C.J. Donaldson, and UCLA will use their timeouts for reasons that I do not understand, but they will. Peoples left side, 35. Whoop, juke move to the 4. Oh, stiff arm at the 40. Stay in bounds, James, and he does. His best run of the day there. And now they'll be able to take a knee. And that one's going to take us all the way to 000. Buckeyes win. 30-21. They needed 16 points in the 4th quarter to get it done. That was 2 touchdowns and then the safety as their defense came through for them. Ohio State going to 10-0, remaining undefeated, surviving again another scare against another Big Ten opponent. They struggled a little bit with Minnesota, but this one was definitely the closest until the end. Of course, and now a 9-point spread. You'll look at it later and don't think much of it. But it was not. It was in doubt at 18-14. And Julian Sayin drove him right down, got the touchdown, had a pick, and then drove him down again with an incredible touchdown throw to Brandon Innes. Let's look at some quick stats here, guys. Appreciate you joining me for this one. It was a lot of fun. Nico Iamaleava, 38 of 49 for 310, a touchdown and an interception there. You can see 6'6", 220. The kid's got all the skills. Just wonder if his motivations are in the right place. He also had 11 carries for negative 16 yards. 11 for 27 for Javion Thomas. He also had the touchdown. Jalen Berger, the transfer from Michigan State, 1 carry, 2 yards for him. Thomas out of the backfield, 9 for 29. They ran all those screens. Renda and Paterson, the 2 tight ends. There's Mokia Atamalala. I wasn't making it up. That's his name. Rico Flores. Caden Robinson's their top receiver. He just had 3 catches for 38 yards. And then Mikey Matthews, the sophomore, with just 2 in this one. Tacklers today. Brian throw. It's Byron. Brian. Sorry. I thought it was Brian. He's from Columbus, Ohio. What the heck? I wonder if this kid's real. I gotta look it up now. Beg me pardon, if you don't mind. What is it, number 23? Oh my gosh, Brian Threats. He went to Dublin Coffman High School. That's crazy. It's like 12 minutes from where I'm sitting. Pretty wild. And Jalen Woods, the sophomore from Compton, that St. John Bosco player that we talked about earlier. Sacks today, 2 for Davier, 1 for Cogshell, 1 for Stafford. The interception was by Jalen Woods, the aforementioned linebacker. That's crazy, a kid from Dublin, Scioto. All right, Julian Sayin today, 27 of 36, that's 75%. He went 303, the 3 touchdowns and the 1 interception, which was not needed but happened. People 16 for 29, had so many negative plays with that silly wide zone runs. He did have a touchdown. 10 for 21, and there are pretty important runs actually for Sayin today in this one. 8 for 93 and a touchdown for Jeremiah Smith. 5 for Tate, 5 for Claire. 4 for 85, including the 50-yard touchdown for Brandon Ennis. He actually had 2 touchdowns today. 3 for Peoples, 2 for Mylan Graham in this one. 11 tackles for Davison Igbinosun, 10 for the freshman Devin Sanchez. I know it says he's sophomore because I had to make him out of one of the other guys in the game. 9 tackles, including 4 TFLs. Frederick Houston, 2.5 sacks for him, 1 for Atkinson, 1 for Kenyatta Jackson, and a half for CJ Hicks. So, man, Caden McDonald, no love on his sack numbers. The pick was by Sonny Styles. There we go. Let's make it happen. We should get together and watch a Browns game. I've been wanting to do that for a while and try to find a time where we can make that happen. You do not need to get my autograph, but we could meet each other in person. All right, Buckeyes win 30-21, guys. I appreciate you joining me. This one was a lot of fun. Go ahead and fast forward the week. We just have 2 games left. It will be Minnesota and then Michigan. Hey, 3-star, but he's the best kicker in the game because I'm tired of Jaden Fielding. So I went after the best kicker and the best punter in the draft class, or the recruiting class. Sonny Styles, defensive player, with his interception and 4 tackles. Yeah, absolutely, Mason. That would be a lot of fun, huh? Oh, Rutgers. Sorry, we already played Minnesota. We have Rutgers and then that team up north, guys. So this was a lot of fun. I really appreciate you joining me. We'll quickly take a look once again. Heisman Watch, see how it is going. Still Cade Klubnik, still Eli Holstein, Braylon Braxton, John Mateer, and Byron Brown. So all quarterbacks now, none of them named Julian Saint. He's had a good season, but not a playoff season. Or not a Heisman season at this juncture. Still Miami at 10-0 at number 1. Then the Buckeyes, Clemson. Oh, USC must have lost. Oh, they did. They lost to Iowa 19-17. They dropped from 3 down to 9, and now they get to go play Oregon. So it could all be falling apart for them. There's Clemson, Oklahoma, Penn State is at 5. Indiana is at 6. Duke at 7. Boise State at 8. Then the USC, and then Illinois. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Big Ten teams in the top 10, and only 1 SEC team. That's crazy. There's Michigan right there. Then there's LSU, Texas A&M, Georgia. Now they all start to show up here. It's all Big Ten and SEC. Random BYU gets a big win over TCU. Oh, no, they lost. They dropped from 4 to 11. What a wild week in college football that was. All right, guys, this was a lot of fun. Appreciate you being on. Kevin, appreciate you being here. And yes, the Monkeys are going to beat the Giraffes. All right. Guys, take care of yourselves. Have a great rest of your weekend. I'll be back with more sim action later this week. And we'll do it again as the Buckeyes try to get to themselves to and into the playoffs and perhaps defend that national title. We'll also have more Brown sims and maybe another game of the week. If there's a team that you'd really like to see in the preseason, we can make that happen as well. All right, guys, take care of yourselves. I'll see you later. As always, go Buckeyes and go Browns.